Welcome back to Copic in the Craft Room. Michelle Houghton here, and we're doing something a little bit different this week, especially for Halloween, which is happening tomorrow. Obviously, week's video is coming to you early, and I'm switching things around this week, but that's because we have a holiday tomorrow. Some of us begin celebrating today, and most of us have been crafting with these supplies for a while now. So I have created a little word art with a phrase that I found online, and I've already done the rough draft. So I have that on my kind of copy paper, and then I've got this whole stack of Kirarina pens that I'm going to use, kind of picking out some of those specialty pens. I've got white and silver and gold and yellow and green and orange, and I'll give you a little hint later on. I'm going to grab the black as well. And I've got a piece of black cardstock. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit because we're never going to make it through. The other product that I am using, though, before I do, is Express It Transfer Paper. This stuff comes in kind of a charcoal gray color, that graphite color, but it also comes in white. So I've pulled out my white so I can transfer this. So you can see on my rough draft, I did a lot of sketching and erasing with this phrase. I got it on there and spread it out. And then I'm sandwiching my rough draft, my white transfer paper, and I double checked it. You notice I kind of peeked right at the beginning to make sure I had it facing the right way. And then my cardstock is underneath. Now I have actually made that a 6x6 card base, so I could send this whole thing to someone, or if I wanted to, I could frame it. So I've added some fun details to this, like on black cats, the little cats has a tail and ears. The moon has a big moon sitting kind of behind it. The word witches is sitting on a broom. So I've really had fun with this one, and I'm going to tell you right now, I love how it turns out. So very, very fun. I've mixed up my fonts a lot. I keep kind of collecting fonts that I enjoy, and most of them are very simple for me. I'm not doing anything fancy, but there's some practice involved. I've got an extra sheet of cardstock kind of next to me that I'm testing one of these markers out on. I really had trouble getting my silver to work. And I'm going to be truthful. I think I either used it up or dried it out because it's not working. So I come back in with my white, and I'm doing a lot of little extra words. So I have all these little filler words that most of those ended up very small and kind of off to the side. I just felt like that would still add enough emphasis to those so we could still see them. So then I've got a gold one, and I love the gold because it really does have that metallic sheen to it, and that's going to be Laughs and Whispers. It's also going to be the broomstick because of course I have a broom, so I got a little yellow on the kind of the bristle of the broom, and then I come in with my wonderful green, and here come witches. So I do that with kind of a faux calligraphy style where the downstroke is widened, and I leave it open so I can add those little dashes. Very fun. But I love these Kirarina Wink pens for this because they're so bright. Now, believe it or not, what I'm coming in with now is truly a pearl black Kirarina Wink. And even on this black cardstock, what I loved, I was a little worried with the video, but even on this video, you can really see it just glow because it has that shimmer in it. And so that black pearl actually still works beautifully on that black cardstock and perfect for black cats. And especially because I did the wording so big, it still has that power. So back to my white for my moon. Got that filled in, and it's an open, just kind of a block lettering style. Pretty easy peasy, and some more little diagonal lines. I could fill that with anything, and I probably should have picked a different pattern than witches, but just to keep us going. And then Halloween is tall, skinny letters. So again, simple. I'm not doing huge changes to these letters. Now, I'm a firm believer personally that hand lettering looks like it's been hand lettered. I'm not using a ruler. I'm doing everything freehand. I definitely move around my cardstock a lot. Back to my gold for my moon. You can see how I turn it and twist it, and that's so that my hand can move in a direction that really works for it. Little pumpkin down in the corner because there was some extra space, just for fun. And I'm just freehanding this, so I'm at this point I'm kind of making it up. And I decided the witch needs a little more oomph. So it gets a little orange dot in between those little stripes, and I'm liking that even better. It's like she's got green and orange stripy socks on or something. So again, notice I'm really moving this card around now so I can get around those corners and go in a direction my hand really works well. And mine goes from left to right, which is not uncommon. So I freehand a border, and then I'm adding some fun little orange dots because I didn't use a lot of orange, but I felt like that was another color I needed to bring back in a little bit more. So I literally am just dotting with that. Love how this color works. So it has a little bit of almost a dimension to it. Just super fun. So my finished card, I could display that or send it to a friend. Thank you so much for joining me this week on Copic in the Craft Room. Go ahead and follow our channel and join us over at the Copic in the Craft Room on Facebook for more Copic fun. I hope you have a hauntingly happy, colorful week.